Hey, what's up everybody? This is Thunderfoot here. I finally had a chance to do a video today, and I just picked this up at a gun show. Old SKS Yugoslavian. Beat the absolute shit, but what a wonderful gun, man. I mean, this thing is beat up pretty good. I got it for a good price, but it still shoots like a dream. It's a testament to how well these guns are made and how useful they are. So, I'm going to show you how to take one of these apart. Basic teardown for cleaning. What you want to do, check it. Nothing in there. What we're going to do is you have this pin right here. This pin actually goes through your receiver cover, your dust cover, and holds the dust cover, your receiver, and your bolt assembly in the rifle. All we want to do is take this and pull it up about 90 degrees, like that, and then we're going to pull it up. Might have to wiggle it back and forth. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. Just like that. And then our dust cover will slide out. Here's our recoil spring. That comes right out. Here's our receiver. And our bolt assembly is attached with it. They just go together just like that. One thing you'll want to check for is to make sure your firing pin is freely moving in the bolt assembly. Don't know if you can hear that. If it's stuck, when you go to chamber around, it will shoot the gun. So make sure this is moving freely. If it's not, take a punch right here. If this camera will focus. Right here, punch that out. Your ejector will come out, your firing pin will come out. Clean those off and you should be good to go. If it's still not moving freely, you might be in need of a new bolt assembly and firing pin. Next step, you can take an old cartridge. Right here is a pin, or a push button rather. Push that in. Or release this magazine actually first. Might be a little bit easier. Push that in just like that. And your entire trigger housing will come out. Just like that. That's all free. Now that your trigger housing is out, your magazine, your built-in magazine, will just come right on out. So now as you can see, we've pretty well got this thing field stripped. The only thing left to do is to take the gas piston out. And we're going to do that. This is very similar to an AK. We're going to push this lever up and it'll release this part of the cover. The best thing I found to use is a knife. You might want to use like a screwdriver with electrical tape or something on it if your your lever here isn't scratched up. But as you can see on mine, it's already pretty well scratched up, so it don't matter. So we're just gonna see if I get this in there. You lift up on this and push it. You'll probably need to use a knife this whole way because these things are friggin' tight. This is as far as you're supposed to push it till it's 90. Mine, unfortunately, does not come out at that point. I gotta go a little bit further up, just like that. Then, the cover will just come straight off, up. Oops. So here's the housing. Here is the housing for your gas piston. Take it out, find the large end, pull it out. There's your gas piston itself. I'll look for general wear on here. As you can tell, this one's been fired quite a bit. Quite a bit of discoloration from the heat. Overall, though, this looks pretty good. You'll want to wipe that off, oil it off. And I take just a cotton patch and run it through here to get that all cleaned up. Because, there is gas running through here. Gas is going to be dirty. You'll want to get all these parts really cleaned up, especially if you're running corrosive ammo. About the only other thing I'd recommend doing is taking your gas shut off if you have a grenade launcher attachment and push it out just like that. On here, come on camera, focus, there you go. On this part right here where it attaches to the actual gas piston, is an O-ring. If that O-ring is bad, the gun will not fire in semi-automatic mode, so you'll want to check that out. Make sure that O-ring's still good. Clean that off, clean it up inside, and you can go ahead and push that back in. Reassembly, pretty straightforward. I mean, just reverse. We got our gas piston housing, gas piston. Just put that back in. Goes like this. You'll want to stick this end in first to match it up with that outlet. You'll get it matched up like that, and then just push, line it up and just push down. Then you're going to push your lever down. Down back into its original position, which is marked by a hole in the milling. Next, we're going to put our magazine, magazine back in there. What we're going to do is, as you can tell, there is a little catch right here on this end of the magazine, and it catches on a point inside the rifle here. So what we're going to want to do is go in with this end first. I've found this to be probably the hardest part about taking the gun apart. Actually got it the first time there. So go in that end first, pull up on it. It should not come up. All we got to do is take our, actually on this trigger assembly, as you can tell right here, there's another little area to catch. And that corresponds right there, right on that pin. So what I want to do is there we go, just like that. Just wiggle that in, and you're just gonna press in on that till it snaps back into place, and that is under, the trigger assembly is under spring tension. Now we got to keep the magazine open. We're going to take and reassemble the rest of the way. What I like to do is put everything back together. The wiggly end, best I describe it, of your recoil spring is the end that goes into the receiver. The straight end stays just like that. A little bit of movement in there, that's fine. So now just drop it straight in. Make sure that magazine is detached or it will not go in. Then just wiggle it back in. Your dust cover should just go right in. You'll have to push it in. This pin has to be at a 90-degree angle. Push it in and push it down. So now we've got a fully functional SKS again. Be sure to close your magazine. Oops. And there we go. That's all there is to it, boys. Thanks for watching.